Hello, welcome back to Budget Bangers. Just on with my meriva at the minute. Getting it cleaned up, ready to put it up for sale. It's not too bad. I thought it had been valeted from where I bought it from. But it looks like it hasn't, but it's not the end of the world. I've already had the outside done. But I thought I'd show you how I go about getting my carpets clean, because as you can see, it's a bit on the grubby side. Now, as I said in the last video, so I'm not much of a valeter, but at the end of the day, cleaning cars is cleaning cars, and what I do works. So what I do is I tend to go over the carpet, getting all the big bits up with the hoover, and then I take my drill brush and go out loosening all the bigger stuff while following that around. And then take my G101, give it a light spraying, going over with the drill brush, and then another vacuum. Now that normally tends to work for me. It does a relatively good job. Obviously some come out better than others depending on the condition. As you can see, this boot floor, I'm not so sure as to how well this will come up. We have got something of stain here, which I don't know what it's off, so I don't know how well it's going to come out, but let's see how we get on. Right then, there we go. We can see that's made a decent difference. We've still got some dog hairs in the backs of the seats. The drill brush will see to them knee bother. Now, I'm not going to be able to film this next bit because you need two hands. But all you do, get your drill brush, attack the carpets, and then just follow along, picking up all the bits that it flicks out. It's pretty straightforward, but I can't show you that. But let's get at it. Right then, there's that next stage run, and you can see how the drill brush has got into it. You know, there was a big line where there'd been something sat there and muck had got into it. That stain still there, but all in all, it's coming out all right. Right, so what we're going to do now is give that carpet a light spraying. You can give your plastics around the edge a bit of a spray. Now it might look like a lot, but I've got my thing set on a fine spray, so it is literally just damp to touch. And then we get our drill brush. And we basically just do that. And obviously give all the panels out, give the backs of them seats going over, and give it a quick vacuum. But as you can see there, has completely just elevated it. We've even got most of that stain out very finely, I think, if you look at it, but I think nobody's going to cry about that. So yeah, that's how I go about it. So I'm going to finish giving this a bit, the backs of the seats a bit of a brushing down, give the panels a wipe, and then put a bit of a thing on and give them a bit of a shine. Yeah, but that's how I go about it. It's what works. But we'll see the finished product in a minute. And there we go. It looks a lot better. What I'll try and do is I'll try and put in a before and after so you get a bit of a better idea of what's going on. And I'll do that now. But yeah, transformed. Now the one thing I do use, it's probably going to raise a few eyebrows, is I've got this triple wax tyre shine, which personally, in terms of shining tyres up, is useless. It doesn't last 5 minutes. But I've got it laid around, you know, I might as well use it instead of letting it go to waste. What I do is I spray it on the plastics and it does a cracking job. You know, probably because it's tyre shine, it's a bit more durable and a bit more long lasting than what you would normally use. So I do find it holds its shine a lot better. But yeah, and another thing I would definitely recommend if you are going to, you know, start valeting cars, or even to the extent of starting to do your own car flipping, is I would get a hoover like this. This is a bagged hoover, does wet and dry as well. Would not recommend using, you know, a hoover like a Dyson, or like we have in the house we have a Shark hoover, you know, the ones with the tumbler system in it. All the filters and that, because you get such finer dust in your carpets and things like that, they don't last 5 minutes. Whereas a bagged one, you've literally just got your nozzle and then it goes into a bag, and all your filters are in the top and not everything like that. So your filters don't get clogged up because the dirt doesn't go through them, it just gets caught in the bag. The suction on them is a lot better as well. I used to struggle using my Shark hoover for doing this. I used to find that I put in a lot more effort and things like that. But yeah, this is a Karcher WD-4. I got this at a clearance place, and I think it was £90. Retail price and it was 130. The best £90 I have ever spent in my life. This is an absolute lifesaver. It's still got the bag, and I know some people do use these without the bag, but it's still got the bag in, and all I do is I just empty the rubbish out with the bag and just reuse it until the day it ends up getting a split in it. But yeah, absolute lifesaver and a must need. Now these drill brushes, these are absolute peanuts. I think I got these off Amazon. You get a set, about 4 or 5, and I think when I bought them they were like £8-9. You know, for what they do. And this round type, is perfect for getting in between the seats. So whereas before, what I would have to do is I'd have to get down the sides and have to remove seats. Now, all I do is I get there's a bit of an extension I have, and I just get that in beside the seats, and it just cleans them out, so I don't have to take seats out. And then this is just a generic spray bottle. I think I got that from Asda or somewhere like that for doing the gardening spray and weed killer. I've had this absolute donkeys, it does the job. And apart from that brake cleaner, which shouldn't be that, it's all relatively straightforward. I can't remember how much this was because I bought this an absolute age ago, but it's peanuts. It's just the cheap rubbish you can get from Asda. As I said, absolutely useless for tyres, because literally you'll do it, they'll shine up nice, and then it'll rain, and it'll end up coming off, and it'll leave the streak marks of where the rain is. But as you can see, we've got a nice glossy finish to this boot. But yeah, I'm going to carry on, get the rest of the car done, and then I've got a bit of a story to tell with this one as well, so we'll crack on, keep at it. Now, this is the extension bit I told you about. On these, you can get down the sides of the chairs, but I also use this drill brush for getting all the thick rub and grime that you normally get at the bottom of your door pockets. You know, like it flicks it all out. Then I even it all comes out. I basically use these drill brushes for everything because they are such a useful bit of kit. Like, let's see what it does with this here. Got like a little side pocket. You get all your dirt and grime. It's just gathered up over time. It's not really a dirty car. It's just a bit grimy in places where it hasn't had the extent of cleaning done. It's had just the basics, giving it over. But we'll give this a swizz and we'll see how it does. Right in there. Obviously it's not perfect, but all I've literally done is just attack it with this brush. And it needs a proper clean off, but it's got the main bulk of it up, which has made it look a lot better. I even use them in these doors for free. It's quite grubby and grimy. It makes a big difference there as well. But yeah, sort of share that with you. Right then, that's the meriva all cleaned up. It's looking quite well. It's quite a clean car to start off with, but I dare say it's got to be worth every penny of $12.95 to me. It's a tricky one because obviously this one's selling quite close to its retail value, which I don't tend to like to do. Because I sell cheap cars, I tend to try and do them within the trade or on a trade basis. His boots come over fantastic. Best part of the car for me. Yeah, the only real issues is we've got a bit of lacquer peel on the bumper and in some of the shuts and around here we've got some paint coming off, so I'm thinking it's had some paint work on this back end at some point in its life. But it's a 2007 car. Don't think anybody's going to be surprised as a 2007 car has had a bit of paint work. But yeah, it looks nice. Even smells nice in here, which for a car that's been stood for the amount of time it has been, it's quite an achievement. When you get a this car's been stood for a couple of years. When you get cars like that, they do tend to have a good old foisty smell. But yeah, this one's quite nice. Quite a nice car, especially for a meriva. Blown away by the wind. But yeah, merivas are usually quite dignity. They're usually little abusers. But this one's alright. Sorry about that. Wind was kind of getting a bit out of control over there, so I thought I'd change position. But yeah, really clean car for its age. Especially for a meriva, they are cheap little abusers that people don't really tend to care for. But this one's been looked after. Had its belt done at 83,000 in 2019. It's currently got 88 on it. It's got good MOT on it. Tidy car, 1295. Can't argue. But yeah, but I have a space, which means I've sold something, and that is the Mini. Sold it for 1,500 quid. In total, now I've done my maths and things like that, I have lost a whopping £9.22, which for me, on that car, is a massive victory. Massive victory. I ended up where I was going to be making a wage out of it, but I had a lot of messes on it. Somebody came, offered me that. Thought, wait, let's free up some money, some much needed money to move on to stuff, which is what I'm going to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm buying that Seat Leon. It's tucked over in the corner there. That's a decent car. So depends on what I might do with that. I might sell it within the trade as it is, make some pocket money, and yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like my content. Give us a subscribe. It's always appreciated. You can follow my business page on Facebook, Foster's Recovery and Transport. You can follow me on TikTok under the same name as the YouTube channel, Budget Bangers. All the links will be in the description down below. But thanks for watching. See you on the next one.